Guys, I'm super excited to bring you this privilege information. This province in Canada has just announced that it has started receiving new applications starting from the 27th of March 2025, just a few days ago. So if you're coming across this video at this point in time, this is a privilege information for you. You don't want to sleep over it. You don't want to procrastinate before they get flooded with applications and close this program. So you want to jump right on this opportunity. The good side of this opportunity is that it does not require you to have a job offer. So some of you that are just complaining about getting a job offer, of course I know it's not easy to get a job offer in Canada from your home country. I know you just have to put a lot of work, but for this opportunity, you don't even need a job offer. Did you hear me? You don't need a job offer. And you want to ask me further, do you qualify to apply if you are outside Canada? Guys, I tell you with all sincerity that yes, if you are applying from outside Canada, you are very eligible to apply for this program. In fact, it is clearly stated on this website, and I'm going to show you, but you have to watch this video to the end so that you can understand the prerequisite and the eligibility criteria, everything you need to know to jump on this offer right now. That's why I'm bringing this as hot as it is to my subscribers. Another thing is that they are going to be hosting information section on the recent program changes for prospective applicants on 3rd of April 2025, 9th of April 2025 at 10 a.m. So the one for April 3rd is passed, and so you can enroll for the one for 9th of April. So all you need to do is just to click on this email, then you send them an email that you are interested. If you are interested to join the information session, but it's not compulsory actually, it's just for them to share with you, the recent changes in the immigration policies of Canada. There has been a lot of changes in the recent times, so just for you to get abreast with the new changes that has affected the immigration system in Canada in the past few months. All you need to do is to apply to this province, and once you submit your application, they are going to review your application, and if they find your profile good enough, they are going to reach out to you on email and ask you to forward your supporting documents like your certificates, your work experience, and some other documents so that you can move ahead with your processing. So we are right on the website of the government of Saskatchewan, and it is stated on their website, this subcategory is for skilled workers who don't have a job offer in Saskatchewan but are highly skilled in an in-demand occupation. Number 2, you intend to reside in Saskatchewan as a permanent resident. And the third prerequisite is you meet the criteria. I'll be taking you through the eligibility criteria, how to apply, and everything you need to know about this program. If you are yet to subscribe to this channel, what are you waiting for? Here we dish out golden opportunity that can assist you to relocate to Canada with your family. Please give me a like and share with your friends and family. Now let's move to the eligibility criteria. You may be qualified if you live outside of Canada. So for my people that are not in Canada, you are outside Canada, in India, Pakistan, Philippines, Nigeria, wherever you are qualified to apply for this particular program. And if you're also in Canada, you are qualified. Then you must not be a refugee claimant to apply. Then you must score a minimum of 60 points out of 110 points. And you must have a language score of at least 4. That is CLB 4. It is very easy to come by. Any regular English speaker can attain level 4 easily without preparations. So this particular program is called the Saskatchewan Immigrant Nominee Program, and it's like a pool, and you just submit an expression of interest. Once you meet the minimum requirement, the minimum score you are required to have to be able to submit your expression of interest is 60 points. To arrive at this point, a lot of parameters will be taken into consideration, like your age, your work experience. They will score you for that. Your language ability, that's your English language test. And if you have a tie to Saskatchewan, that would also get some marks. You must have completed your post-secondary education training or apprenticeship that's comparable to that in Canada. So you must have earned a diploma, certificate, or degree related to your intended occupation. For education outside of Canada, you must submit an education credential assessment. So you must assess your credential with the approved organization like the West and all of that. You must have work experience that is high skilled and not on the excluded occupation list. I'm going to attach this excluded occupation list. If your occupation is on this list, you are not eligible to apply. Then your work experience must be related to your occupation and education. Then you have to submit a proof of settlement funds. That's your proof of fund. And usually for this program is not very high. It's not so much because you're coming to work, so it's not as high as the study proof of fund. So what are the steps to apply? To apply to this subcategory, you must submit an expression of interest. If you successfully submit an expression of interest, you will be entered into the EOI pool of eligible candidates. Once your application is successful, you get an invitation to apply, and that's when you attach all your documents, and you have to expect them to approve your nomination. So how do you apply? I'm going to attach the link for application on the description of this video. You create an account, you complete different sections, you scan and upload your completed form and supporting documents in PDF format. Then you save and submit your application. It is as easy as ABC. So let's check out the excluded occupation. So here is the list of the excluded occupation: government managers and officials, other administrative service manager, customs, court clerk, a long list of them. So I'm going to attach this list to the description of this video. The government of Saskatchewan has launched a new stream for international healthcare worker expression of interest pool. This particular stream is not only for healthcare worker, but they have tried to separate it. They have a special link for healthcare worker and they have another link for others. So if you are not a healthcare worker, I have made the video for you. It is still the same stream, the same requirements, but you are going to apply on different portal. So if you are not an healthcare worker, I have made a separate video for you for this particular stream. So everything I'll be talking about also in this video is the same. It's just that the link to apply for you is different from that of healthcare worker. I'm going to attach the link of that video to the description of this video, and you can also see it up right there. So you can click the link and go and watch that video and submit your own application using that link. This pool will help connect healthcare workers with job opportunities being offered by Saskatchewan healthcare sector employers. So it's no longer a news that Canada is looking, in fact, every province in Canada is looking for healthcare worker. It's just in high demand. You do not need a job offer for this particular stream. If you've been trying to get a job in Canada and it has been so difficult for you, this is a golden opportunity for you, because here you do not require a job offer. If you are able to get a minimum of 60 points, you would be able to enter into this pool. And once your application is successful, you'll be sent an invitation to apply, and you can forward your application, submit your documents, and they're going to review it. If it is successful, you'll get a nomination to apply for your permanent residency. So what are you waiting for? It's time to get your documents, put them together, send in your application. It's absolutely free to apply right now for the expression of interest. Send in your application. You don't need to attach any document. Just make sure that all the information you are filling on your application form is true, because they are going to ask you to forward the supporting documents like your degree certificate, your English test requirement, and the rest of them. Because if they find out they are not true, then you could be suspended. So just try to be as honest as possible. Even though you are applying without sending your documents now, make sure the information is true.